Hi there. I'm just popping in today to talk to you a little bit about Mars. Now, Mars is the planet of drive and determination and motivation and action. He's often sort of almost considered like the male energy in our charts because he gets things going. So wherever he sits in your chart is where you tend to have more energy, more of an ability to want your own way, and more of a need to be motivated and to keep things happening in that particular area of your life. So what's been really interesting is it usually takes Mars around about 6 weeks to move through a sign of the zodiac. But in September last year, he moved into Cancer. And then since then, he's moved into Leo, back into Cancer, and now he's back in Cancer again, and he's because he keeps going direct and then retrograde. So what usually is a 6 week cycle to work through one sign of the zodiac, he's just spent the last 7 months doing just two signs of the zodiac, just going back and forth. Now, this is really interesting because if we think of Mars brings that motivation, that desire for action, and that the need to often to put ourselves first. And Leo energy and Cancer are very different to each other. So when he's in Leo, it's all about I need to come first, I need to be motivated, I need to be the center of attention, I need to be my own force of action, I need to support myself, I need to put myself out there. Very me, but also very motivated because Leo is a fire sign, so it's the energy of leadership and of getting things done, and of fire gets things done. It sort of burns off. And so while Mars was in that sign of the zodiac, or has been in and out of that sign of the zodiac, we've been asked or had situations created in our lives regarding and around the area of putting ourselves first, but also around the area of leadership, around the area of being able to speak up, around the areas of being creative. And so when we get too much Leo energy, it does become a bit too much. It's all about me. And so what's happening as Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, we suddenly get the reminder, what about everybody else? Because Cancerian energy is all about putting everybody else first. So that's the real difference between those different signs of the zodiac. Cancerian energy is known as like the mother energy of the zodiac that looks after everybody and cares about everything, has all that compassion and empathy, whereas Leo energy is all about taking action and getting out there and being entertaining and optimistic and charismatic, but really very directed about you and what you want to achieve and what you want to do. So it's been a really sort of, I feel, really interesting. So today on the 7th of January, Mars retrogrades back into Cancer. And so while he's in this energy of Cancer and in retrograde, we're being asked to go within. And this will go on, he'll be in retrograde in Cancer until the 25th of February. So from now until the 25th of February, we have this opportunity to really go within and look at where are you not putting yourself first? Where do you give your energy away? And where do you not see yourself as being as important or as relevant as other people are? And where can you care for yourself on a deeper level? And that's a really important part of this because, this is the year of really building up our confidence in ourselves and our belief in ourselves. And so when we have a planet retrograding in Cancer, which is a very, very sensitive sign of the zodiac, and one where self-love is a really big issue for most Cancerian people. And so when we've got this retrograde phase, we're being asked to look, where don't I love myself enough? Where can I put more of a value on myself? And where can I take better care of myself? So that when Mars moves back into Leo, I'm fine within me. I'm strong, I'm good, and I can take on anything. I can be that leader. I can be that independent person. I can be that creative energy, that optimistic energy, full of confidence that I need, but that the people around me need as well. So this is really, so we're going back and forth for 7 months between me first and then, oh no, everybody else comes first, and then, oh no, me first again, and no, everybody else, until we get the balance right. So we're sort of getting this sort of experiment really to see what happens in your life, and what happens in your life that makes you stop being able to put your own needs first and seeing yourself as the leader, and what issues in your life stop you from loving yourself, what things that go on. And because Leo energy is such a proud energy, there could be a few sort of falls that have to come our way when we become too obsessed or self focused, because the energy of Leo is a very proud energy. And so the worst thing you can do to a Leo person is ignore them or humiliate them. But then the energy of Cancer has this great fear that it's unlovable. that it's not worthy of love. And so we've really got to be careful, especially in this retrograde period, that we don't get stuck in poor me, and become too focused on ourselves, too focused on what's not right in our lives and what we're lacking and why nobody loves us and why we can't have this, that, or the other thing. If we go down that road, we're just going to make ourselves unhappy. And then you get pulled back out into the Leo energy, which is all optimism and confidence again. But is it sustainable? So we go back in. Do you really believe in yourself? Are you really that confident? Do you really believe you're worthy of love? Back into Leo, put it into practice, exercise it, put it out there and see how it works. So it's like a push me, pull me sort of energy going on, but it's really designed to really allow us to go very deeply within ourselves to really heal anything that makes you feel like you're not good enough, that you can't stand on your own 2 feet, and you can't take the power and action you need to make your life what you want it to be. So our emotions get in the way of this, our actions get in the way of this. But this period of Mars and Cancer and Leo is really getting you to go within and really get to know yourself a bit better, love yourself more deeply, have more confidence and belief in yourself so that you can be that leader. Because when Mars, is in full power and a sign of the zodiac that you're confident in, that you feel sure in, then nothing will stop it. It's a really positive, uplifting, courageous energy to use. But because it's all about power and getting things to happen, that can very easily go down a dark path where your power is all about controlling other people or being right all the time or having to be in charge rather than that equality and that balance that we need. So it's an interesting time with this transit. So like I said, it's going to go on. It started in September and it's going to go on until the 18th of April, this up and down, in and out of Mars and Leo and Mars and Cancer. So enjoy the ride and just look very deeply at where you might be overly sensitive and therefore fall into self-pity and poor me, and also where you might be overly confident, where you don't look at how you might trample other people to get where you need to go, or not take into account what other people need from you or are going through at this time. And so not making it too much all about you and not making it too much about poor me. So it's a bit of a struggle here, but an interesting journey. So enjoy the ride and I'll be back again soon. Bye.